Welcome back to the Metaphysics Podcast. I'm Dennis Goddard.
And I'm Louise Hicks.
You know, we're diving into something today that I think a lot of people can relate to. That feeling when you're really trying to manifest, abundance, but you just can't shake the feeling that it's not going to happen for you.
Yeah, and it's so common,
It is.
And you're like, I'm doing all the things, but
yeah,
the doubt creeps in.
It really does. It can really feel like self-sabotage sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So, for those of you listening out there, this is episode 1 of our Manifesting Money series. And today we are tackling how to overcome those pesky doubts and negative thoughts, especially when it comes to attracting financial abundance.
Because we've all been there.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's start by just taking a moment to think about a time when you really wanted something. Maybe it was a dream job or that perfect vacation, but that feeling that it just wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
What was going on in your mind?
Yeah, what were you thinking?
Oh.
How did you feel, That energy.
That energy. Right.
Yeah.
That, my friends, is what we call divided energy.
Ah.
You want something,
Yeah.
but part of you doesn't actually believe that it's possible.
Yeah, it's like you want it over here.
Yeah.
But your energy is over here.
Right.
So you're split.
And it's that disbelief that almost creates this wall between you and what you want to attract.
Totally.
So how do we start to kind of break down that wall?
Yeah. Well, I think a big part of it is recognizing that those doubts and negative thoughts, they aren't like the ultimate truth. They're just thoughts.
They are just thoughts. And you get to choose.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which thoughts are the ones that are going to take this driver's seat?
Absolutely.
You get to decide that. I'm not at the effect of my thoughts.
Right.
I get to choose.
So if we can kind of learn to observe those thoughts, but not judge them and not get swept away by them, we start to loosen their grip on us a little bit.
Exactly. And I always say, it's like if you think about clouds passing by,
The clouds come, the clouds go, but the sky remains.
Right.
And
the sky, in this case, is you.
Yeah. Your true self.
Yeah.
Your abundant self.
Your abundant self. Okay, now, I know some of you might be thinking out there, well, that's easier said than done.
Oh, for sure.
It's like, okay, how do we actually do that?
Yeah.
It does take practice, but one thing that I found really helpful is instead of trying to fight those negative thoughts head on, just try shifting your focus to something that feels good.
Yeah. Just anything that makes you feel a little bit better. What are you grateful for right now?
Yeah.
What's one little thing?
It could be so simple.
It could be so simple.
The sun is shining. I have a roof over my head, anything.
Totally.
Because that gratitude, it really is like this magic elixir.
Yeah.
That instantly starts to raise your vibration.
It changes everything. It changes what you're calling in,
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. And when your vibration is higher, you just attract more good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Including financial abundance.
Including financial abundance, yeah.
Now, here's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
You know those daydreams you have about being financially free?
Yes.
Maybe it's that nice car. Maybe it's traveling the world. Maybe it's just that feeling of security.
That feeling of ease.
That ease.
Yeah.
Those daydreams, they're not just these silly little fantasies. They're actually tools, powerful tools that help to shape our reality.
They are.
Wait, so are you saying that just by imagining something, we can actually bring it into our lives?
I am saying that.
Wow.
I am saying that. Because when you imagine something so vividly, especially if it makes you feel good, you're literally sending this signal out to the universe.
Oh, well, like that. Like we're placing an order with the cosmic kitchen.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. But here's the key.
Yeah.
It's not just thinking about it.
Okay.
It's feeling it as if it's already happened.
Oh, okay. So it's not just saying I want to be a millionaire.
Right.
It's like I am a millionaire.
Right. Yeah. And feeling it, feeling the joy of it, feeling the freedom, feeling the gratitude.
Okay.
Embody it.
Embody it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to see how all of this kind of ties together. We overcome those pesky doubts and negative thoughts by shifting our focus to what feels good. And then we use our imagination to really create that clear picture of what we want, but infused with that positive emotion.
Yes. Like you're creating this magnetic field.
Right.
And what you put out, you get back.
This is so empowering. It really makes us the creators of our own reality, not just passive recipients of whatever comes at us.
Yes.
We are co-creating this.
Yes, we are.
Now, I know this might sound a little woo to some people.
Sure.
But there's a lot of science that backs all of this up.
Oh, yeah. Quantum physics. It's like our thoughts and feelings are literally influencing,
right.
what's happening.
It's mind-blowing. And the more we can understand how our mind works, the better we can use all of this knowledge to really create the life we desire. So for those of you that are just dipping your toes into the world of manifestation, this might be a lot. And we're just getting started.
Just the tip of the iceberg.
But don't worry, we're going to break it all down step by step.
Yeah. And if you're inspired by what you're hearing, just hit that like button.
Yes. Subscribe to the channel.
Yeah. Tell your friends.
Because the more people we reach with this message, the more we can raise the vibration of the planet and create a world of abundance for everyone.
Absolutely.
We'll be back next time to dive even deeper into the world of manifesting money. But remember, you are powerful creators, and the universe is conspiring to help support those dreams.
It's there for you.
So it's time to step into your power, claim that abundance that's rightfully yours. Now let's talk about those beliefs, those deep-seated beliefs we have about money. Maybe you grew up hearing, money doesn't grow on trees.
Oh, yeah. Or rich people are greedy.
Yes. And all of that can plant seeds of doubt when we're trying to manifest abundance. They're like those limiting beliefs that create these invisible barriers that keep us from attracting what we want.
Yeah, it's like you put this wall up. And you're like, I want that, but there's this wall.
So how do we start to break free from these limiting beliefs?
Well, the first thing is awareness.
Okay.
Just notice them. Like when you think about money, how do you feel? What are the thoughts that come up?
So if I'm noticing like this tightness in my chest or a thought like, I'll never be rich, that's a sign there's probably a limiting belief lurking under there.
Yes, 100%.
Okay. And once we've kind of identified those limiting beliefs, how do we actually start to challenge them?
Yeah.
It can feel like they're so ingrained in us, like they're part of our DNA.
Well, remember, we were saying before, they're just thoughts.
Yeah.
So if you can think a thought, you can unthink a thought.
Right.
Like you can swap it out.
Okay.
One of the things you can do is literally just ask yourself, is this true?
Okay, so let's say I have this belief, like money is the root of all evil.
Right.
I would ask myself, is that actually true?
Yes. And then you can look for evidence to support,
Sure.
you know,
Okay.
the opposite.
So maybe asking myself, is there any example of money actually being used for good?
Yes. Or if money's bad, then why do all the people that are doing good things in the world have it?
Right.
You know? So you can start to just kind of poke holes in that old belief system.
I like that. So we're replacing those old limiting beliefs with new beliefs that support our desires.
Yes.
Now, I know this might sound like a lot of work, and it can be,
Sure.
but it is so worth it.
Yeah.
Because when we break free from those beliefs, it's like this whole new world of possibilities just opens up to us.
It does. Like it's limitless.
It is.
Yeah.
So for those of you that are feeling kind of stuck or feeling blocked, I highly recommend taking some time to explore your beliefs about money and just see, if there are any limiting beliefs that might be holding you back.
Absolutely. And don't be afraid to ask for help. You
Right.
know, it's not a solo journey.
Absolutely. There are so many great resources, books, podcasts, coaches, therapists.
Right.
You are not alone.
We're not alone.
Now, let's move on to something a little bit more practical.
Okay.
What are some things we can actually do to start attracting more abundance into our lives?
Yeah, let's talk strategy.
I'm ready to take action. What are your top tips?
Okay, well, one of the most powerful things is something called acting as if.
Acting as if.
What do you mean? Acting as if you already have the abundance that you desire.
So if I want to be financially free, I should just go out and act like a millionaire.
Well, you don't have to go buy a yacht,
Okay.
but you can start by making small shifts
Go.
in how you behave
Yeah.
that are in alignment with that abundance.
Okay, so maybe instead of buying a yacht, I buy myself a fancy latte instead of my normal drip coffee.
Yeah, exactly. Or you get dressed up, to go to the grocery store.
Okay.
You know?
All right.
Or you just stand a little taller.
It's like we're sending a message to the universe that we're ready to receive by embodying it.
Totally. And you're getting yourself in that vibrational frequency.
Yeah. This makes me think about how much we tend to focus on what we don't have. It's like, oh, the bills are piling up or my salary's not big enough.
Right. And that just brings more of that.
So if we're constantly focusing on the lack, are we actually attracting more lack into our lives?
Yeah. It's like you're putting an order into the universe saying, I want more of this,
So how do we shift that?
By focusing on what you are grateful for, even if it's tiny.
Right.
It doesn't have to be huge.
So instead of focusing on the unpaid bill, maybe I focus on the fact that I have food.
Yes.
I have a roof over my head.
You have a roof over your head. You have clothes on your back.
That gratitude will help us raise our vibration.
It will.
And attract more abundance.
Yeah, you're changing your frequency.
And it doesn't have to be about big things. You can find things to appreciate in every single moment.
Yeah, the smallest things.
Right. Maybe it's the warmth of the sun on my skin, the sound of birds singing, like the smallest things.
A stranger smiling at you.
A stranger smiling at you. Yes.
And as we practice gratitude, we find more to be grateful for.
You do, because you're looking for it. You know what I mean? It's like a muscle.
Yeah.
Like the more you use it, the stronger it gets.
I like that. So as our gratitude muscle strengthens, so does our capacity to receive.
Totally. And you're opening up the floodgates.
Yeah.
I
love it. Okay, so we've talked about, acting as if and focusing on gratitude.
Yeah.
But what about taking action? Does action play a role in manifesting abundance? Or is it all about our thoughts and feelings?
Both, but in a particular order.
Okay. I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Okay. So you want to get your energy in alignment first.
Okay.
With what you want. And then the inspired action will flow from that.
So it's not about me, forcing things to happen or hustling, burning myself out?
No, because that's coming from a place of lack. Got it.
So
if I'm aligned with my desire for, financial abundance, the right opportunities will just show up for me. And I'll know intuitively what actions to take.
Exactly. It's like when you are in alignment, you become this magnet.
Right.
And it attracts everything to you.
Oh, I love that analogy.
Yeah.
It takes the pressure off.
It does.
We don't have to have all the answers.
No.
We just have to be aligned and trust.
Yes.
So if we're feeling overwhelmed by this idea of manifesting money, we just have to relax, focus on raising our vibration, and trust that the universe has our back.
That's it.
I like that.
Simple.
And remember, abundance is not just about money.
Oh, no. There's so much more to it.
So tell me more about that. What else is abundance about?
It could be love. It could be your relationships. It could be your health.
Oh, I never thought of it that way, but you're right.
Yeah.
I feel abundant in love.
Yeah.
I feel abundant in friendships.
Yeah. So then you can start to call in more of what you want.
And that abundance can actually spill over into other areas of our life.
It does. It does. It's like this ripple effect.
It's a holistic thing.
Yeah.
I love that. So manifesting abundance, it's about so much more than just attracting money.
Way more.
It's really a mindset.
Yeah.
A way of being.
Yeah, it's a way of life.
And it starts with appreciating the abundance that already exists.
Absolutely. What you appreciate appreciates.
What you appreciate appreciates. That is a great message, and I think that's a great place for us to pause for now. We've covered a lot of ground today, from understanding what divided energy is, talking about limiting beliefs, to the importance of gratitude and acting as if.
Yeah, we did a lot.
We did a lot. But we're just getting warmed up. Be sure to join us next time as we continue our deep dive into the world of manifesting financial abundance. We are going to be exploring even more practical tips and techniques to attract wealth and prosperity.
Can't wait.
Until then, remember to focus on what feels good. Appreciate the abundance that already exists in your life, and trust that the universe is conspiring to support your dreams.
Always.
We'll be back soon for part 2.
Yes. So we've talked about appreciating the abundance that's already there, but how can we actually cultivate even more abundance in all areas of our lives?
Yeah.
Especially, when it comes to our finances.
Yeah, that's a great question. I'd love to hear more about that.
Well, one of the most powerful tools that I found is journaling.
Oh, journaling.
Yeah.
Love journaling.
It's such a simple practice, but it's so profound.
Oh, it is.
Because it allows you to connect with your inner wisdom.
Yeah.
And really clarify your desires and cultivate a deeper sense of gratitude.
There's something so therapeutic about just putting pen to paper.
Totally.
And just letting it all flow out.
Yeah, and no judgment, no censoring, And you might be surprised at what comes up.
Oh, absolutely. Little insights and aha moments.
Yeah.
You're tapping into this wellspring of creativity and wisdom.
Yeah, 100%. So when it comes to attracting abundance, there are a few specific journaling techniques that I find really, really helpful.
Okay.
And one of my favorites is scripting.
Scripting?
Yes. Okay.
Have you heard of that?
I have heard of scripting. It's like creating a mental movie and then you're putting it into words.
Yes, exactly. So, for example, if you're dreaming of, I don't know, your dream home,
yeah,
You would write about it in detail. What does it look like? What are the features you love? How does it make you feel? Like, how are you celebrating moving into your dream home?
Oh, I love that. Like creating this blueprint for the universe to follow.
Yes. But the key is to embody the feeling of already having it.
So like I can see myself walking through the rooms, feeling that warmth, the sunshine, like really being there.
Yes. The smells, the sounds.
Bringing those desires to life.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Because energy flows where attention goes.
Yes.
So when we're focused on what we want and embodying that feeling, we're creating that magnetic field.
Powerful. So it's not just writing down like a list of I want this and I want this, but it's really like immersing yourself in the experience.
Yes, you have to feel it.
Now, for those of us out there that are more visual, is there a way to tap into that visualization without relying solely on words?
100%. Vision boards, baby.
Vision boards.
Vision board.
I love vision boards.
Yeah.
Such a fun, creative way to engage with our desires.
Yes, and they work so well because they're engaging your conscious and your subconscious mind at the same time.
Oh. Yeah.
So you're consciously choosing images and words right, that represent what you want. But then they're working on your subconscious even when you're not thinking about it.
It's like you're planting those seeds of intention.
Yes.
In your subconscious.
100%. So, for example, if you want to, I don't know, travel the world.
Yeah.
Put pictures of exotic destinations on there.
Put pictures of yourself enjoying those places.
Uh-huh.
Quotes about adventure and freedom.
So the more we look at it, the more we feel those emotions, and we're aligning with those desires.
Absolutely. You're sending a really clear signal out to the universe.
I like that a lot. Now, for those of us that maybe feel a little self-conscious about writing our desires down or creating a vision board, are there any other tools we can use to really align with abundance?
Affirmations, baby.
Affirmations.
Affirmations.
I've heard a lot about those, but I would love to hear more about how they work and how we can use them effectively.
So affirmations are basically these positive statements that you repeat to yourself, either out loud or silently. And the intention is to reprogram your subconscious mind. And align your energy with what you want.
So you're replacing those negative self-talk patterns with these positive and empowering ones.
Yes, because your thoughts create your reality. So if you are constantly telling yourself, I'm not good enough, I don't deserve it, I'll never be able to do that, guess what?
It's going to show up in your life.
It's going to show up in your life. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Right.
But you can also use them for good.
Ah, okay. So instead of saying, I'm always broke.
Right.
We might say, I'm a money magnet. Abundance flows into my life effortlessly.
Exactly. And you want to repeat them. You want to repeat them over and over again.
So it's not just the words themselves, but it's the energy behind them.
It's the feeling. You have to feel it.
Yeah. Feel it in your bones.
Yeah, you have to embody it, you know? Because emotions are energy in motion.
Wow. I like that a lot. Our emotions are like magnets that are drawing experiences to us.
Yes, 100%. So if you're trying to manifest something, incorporate affirmations, you know, choose ones that feel good.
Yeah.
And repeat them. Repetition is key.
Repetition is key. Now, we've talked about aligning our energy and using tools like scripting, vision boards, affirmations.
Yeah.
But what about those times when we're just feeling stuck?
Yeah.
Like we're not making any progress.
Yeah.
How can we shift that energy and get back on track?
Move your body.
Move your body.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like get that energy flowing.
I've definitely noticed that for myself when I'm feeling stagnant. If I just get up and move, it helps me so much.
It does.
Clears my mind. Shifts my energy.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because when you move your body, you release endorphins.
Okay.
And endorphins make you happy.
I like that.
Right.
And it increases blood flow to the brain.
Yeah.
Which helps us think clearly.
Yeah.
It's like hitting the reset button.
Yes, it is.
And it doesn't have to be anything complicated.
No, it can be simple. Go for a walk. Put on your favorite music and dance.
I love that.
Do some stretches.
Simple, yet so effective.
It is.
We get stuck in our heads.
Yeah.
Overthinking.
Analyzing.
Yeah.
When really we just need to get out of our own way. Sometimes. And let our bodies lead. 100%. So if you're feeling stuck, move your body. Tune in. What feels good right now?
Yes.
What type of movement?
Yeah.
Okay. Are there any other practices or techniques we can use to break through those moments of like stagnation?
Get out in nature.
Oh, nature. I love nature. Being out in nature, it just calms me. It does. Grounds me.
It does, because nature has an ability to soothe your nervous system and just bring you back into balance. It's like you're connecting back to the source.
Yeah. It makes me think of the whole concept of grounding or earthing, like getting your bare feet on the grass or in the sand.
Yes, that's so good for you.
Connecting to the earth's energy.
Yeah, it's like you're recharging your batteries.
So if you're feeling stuck, depleted, get out in nature.
Yes.
Go for a walk.
Yeah.
Sit by the lake, lie on the grass and look up at the clouds.
Soak it all in and just notice how it shifts your energy.
100%. And you don't have to go far, you know.
Right. You could even just step out into your backyard.
Exactly.
For a few minutes.
Your local park.
Yeah. Now, we've talked about movement. We've talked about nature. But what about our social connections?
Yeah.
How do our relationships play a role in our ability to attract and manage money?
Oh my gosh. Relationships are huge, you know?
Yeah.
They affect your entire well-being.
Absolutely.
Including your finances.
So it's not just about who you know.
Yeah.
It's about the quality of those connections.
Yeah. It's the energy. Like, energy is contagious, right?
Yeah.
So if you're hanging out with people that are constantly negative, critical, draining, it can bring your vibration down.
Yeah.
But when you're with people that light you up, that inspire you, that support you, it's like your vibration goes way up.
This makes me think about how we have to be mindful of the company we keep. Yep. It's not about judging people, but just being conscious of that energy we're allowing into our space.
Yeah. You're protecting your energy.
Yeah. So if you're looking to attract more abundance, take a look at your social circle.
Yeah.
See if there are any relationships that might be draining you or holding you back. And then on the flip side, make an effort to connect with people who inspire you.
Yes.
That make you feel good.
Your vibe tribe. Find your vibe tribe.
Yes. Find your vibe tribe. This makes me think about the power of mastermind groups or accountability partners.
Yes.
When you have people that are on a similar journey.
Yeah.
And they can offer encouragement, support, accountability.
Yeah.
It can make all the difference.
It can. It's amazing how powerful that is.
So if you're feeling isolated or like you're going it alone, consider joining a mastermind group.
Yeah.
Finding an accountability partner.
Yeah.
Or even just connecting with friends and family members that share those similar values.
Absolutely. Community is everything.
It is. Now, we've talked about a lot of different practices and techniques for attracting abundance.
Yeah.
But what about those times when we feel like we're doing all the right things, but we're just not seeing the results? What advice would you give to people that are feeling frustrated, discouraged?
Remember that manifesting is a process. It's not like this overnight thing. It's like planting a seed. You plant the seed, you nurture it, you water it, and you have to wait for it to grow.
So trust in the timing.
Trust the time.
Knowing that everything is unfolding in perfect order.
It is. Sometimes that delay is the universe just orchestrating everything.
It's like that saying, what's meant for you won't pass you by.
Yeah, 100%.
Surrendering to the flow.
Yeah, just let go.
Trusting that everything is happening for our highest good.
It is. Always.
Even if we don't always understand it.
Even if you don't understand it. Have faith.
Have faith.
Yeah.
So if you're feeling impatient or frustrated, take a deep breath. Surrender to the process. Trust that everything is unfolding in perfect timing.
It is.
And the universe is orchestrating all of it.
It is. And you know, sometimes your breakthroughs come when you least expect them.
Now, we've been talking about trust and surrender.
Yeah.
But what about those times when it feels like the universe is testing us?
Yeah.
Challenging us? What's the best way to navigate those difficult times?
Those challenges are just opportunities for growth.
Oh,
okay. Yeah.
So it's not about avoiding the challenges, but seeing them as opportunities to strengthen us.
Yes.
Our resilience.
It's making you more resilient.
Expand our capacity to receive.
Yes.
Abundance is not always about everything going smoothly.
Yeah.
But it's about having those resources, that resilience to navigate those ups and downs.
100%. You know, they say smooth seas don't make skilled sailors.
Oh, I like that a lot.
Right?
It's the challenges that help us develop that strength and that wisdom to navigate all the complexities.
Embrace the journey.
Yeah.
You know, the good, the bad, the ugly.
Embrace the journey.
Yeah.
So if you're facing a difficult time, remember, you have that strength, that resilience within you to get through it.
You do.
And as you move through those challenges, Look for those lessons, those opportunities to grow.
Always a gift.
There's always a gift. Now, we've been talking a lot about the internal aspects of manifesting abundance.
Yeah.
Our thoughts, our beliefs, our emotions, our energy. But what about the external world? Does our physical environment actually play a role in our ability to attract and manage money?
100%. Our environment is huge.
Okay.
Like it has such a profound impact on your energy and your well-being. So when our space is cluttered, chaotic, disorganized, it can create this feeling of overwhelm and stress and stagnation.
Right. So it's like our external environment mirrors our internal state.
Yes, 100%.
So if I'm feeling chaotic internally, it's going to show up in my physical space. Right. And if I can create order, harmony, and beauty in my physical space, it can help internally. This makes me think of the whole concept of feng shui.
Yes.
That ancient Chinese practice that focuses on creating those harmonious, balanced spaces that support well-being and prosperity.
Yeah, feng shui's got some good tips.
So what are some key principles of feng shui that we could apply to our homes or workspaces?
Declutter.
Declutter.
Declutter. Clutter is stagnant energy.
Okay.
It blocks the flow of qi, which is that life force energy.
So when we declutter, we create space for that abundance to flow in.
Yes.
Oh, I love that. It makes me think about how often we hold on to things out of fear or scarcity.
Yeah.
I might need this someday, or just for sentimental reasons. But in reality, it's just weighing us down.
It is. It's like trust that you will be provided for.
Yeah. So if you're feeling stuck, do a decluttering of your home.
Yes.
Get rid of anything that's not bringing you joy that you don't use.
Yeah. If it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no.
Absolutely. Okay, so we've talked about decluttering.
Yeah.
What are some other feng shui principles?
Creating a sense of balance.
Okay.
And harmony.
Okay.
In your space.
Okay.
And you can do that with color, light, natural elements, how you arrange your furniture.
So it's both aesthetically pleasing, but also energetically aligned.
Yes. Creating a space that nurtures your soul.
This makes me think about creating that space that feels like a sanctuary.
Yeah.
Where I can relax, recharge, reconnect.
100%. A space that reflects you.
Yeah. So if you're looking to attract more abundance, I highly recommend exploring feng shui, seeing how you can apply it to your space.
Absolutely.
Make it yours. Now, we've talked about creating that harmonious and balanced environment.
Yeah.
But what about the energy of specific areas within our homes or workspaces?
Oh, yeah. So in feng shui, different areas of your home, they're connected to different areas of your life. So like wealth, health, relationships, career.
So by paying attention to the energy of those specific areas, we can actually attract the energy we want in those areas of our life.
Yes. So for example, the wealth area is typically located in the southeast corner of your home.
Okay.
And that's associated with, abundance, prosperity, financial flow.
So what are some things we can do to enhance that wealth area?
Well, first and foremost, keep it clean.
No?
Clutter-free.
Okay.
Well lit. And you can enhance the energy by adding elements of wood and water. So like plants, fountains, aquariums.
This makes me think about how we tend to neglect certain areas in our home.
Yeah.
The ones we don't use as frequently. But if we want to attract abundance in all areas, it's about paying attention to the energy of every area.
Yes.
Not just the ones that we spend the most time in.
You want the flow.
We want the flow. So if you're looking to attract more wealth and prosperity, take a look at that southeast corner.
Yeah.
See what you could do.
See how you can amp it up.
Now, we've talked about the wealth area, but what about other areas that are associated with abundance?
The career area. So that's typically in the north corner of your home, and that's associated with, your professional life, your purpose, your path in the world.
So if we're looking for success and fulfillment in our career, we want to pay attention to that north corner.
You do. You can add elements of water and metal in that area. So like a fountain or a metal sculpture, even a bowl of water.
Okay.
With some crystals in it.
I like that. It's almost like our homes can be these powerful allies.
Yes.
In our journey.
They can.
Toward abundance. By creating that space that really supports our dreams and aspirations, we're creating this supportive container.
Yes, you're setting the stage.
We're setting the stage. So if you want to attract more abundance in any area of your life, check out feng shui. See how it can apply to your own living and working space. Make it your own. Now, we've been talking about aligning our energy, We've been talking about using all these tools and techniques to support us.
Yeah.
But what about the role of our subconscious mind?
Oh, the subconscious mind is so powerful. It's like this vast storehouse of beliefs, memories, and patterns.
Okay.
And they're constantly shaping your thoughts and your emotions and your behaviors.
Wow. So if we want to attract abundance, we need to work with that subconscious mind.
You do.
And align it with our desires.
You have to.
Because if it's in conflict, it can create a lot of resistance.
So much resistance.
Making it hard to manifest what we want.
It's like, think about it this way. You know, consciously, you want to attract more money.
Yeah.
But subconsciously, you believe you're not worthy.
Okay.
Or that money's bad. Yeah. You're going to have a really hard time manifesting money.
Like 1 foot on the gas, 1 foot on the brake.
Yeah, you're going nowhere fast.
So how can we work with our subconscious mind to align it with our desires and attract more abundance?
Hypnotherapy is a great tool.
Hypnotherapy. Okay. I've always been fascinated by that. How does it work?
It's a really gentle and effective way to access that subconscious mind.
Okay.
And reprogram those beliefs that are not serving you.
So it's like we're creating that direct line of communication with our subconscious.
Yes, exactly. And once you have access, you can identify and release the blocks.
Wow. This makes me think about how so much of our behavior is driven by these patterns.
It is.
That we're not even aware of.
Yeah.
You're installed in early childhood.
Totally.
Based on our parents' beliefs.
Yeah.
Societal conditioning.
Yeah, it's like a program.
So if we really want to create lasting change in our lives, we have to work with those subconscious patterns. What are some other techniques we can use?
EFT or tapping. Have you heard of that?
EFT, tapping. I have heard of it. It involves tapping on certain meridian points on the body.
It does. It's super easy.
Okay.
It's really gentle, and it's an amazing way to release like the negative emotions and beliefs.
And how did that work?
So EFT is based on the idea that any negative emotion is actually caused by a disruption in the body's energy system.
Okay.
So when you tap on those points, you're helping to restore balance to that energy system.
So it's like you're clearing out the blockages.
Yes. Exactly.
That are preventing the abundance.
And you can use it on anything. Like it's so versatile.
So if you're feeling stuck, check out EFT.
Yeah. Tons of resources out there.
And it's not about getting rid of all negative emotions.
No, they're part of life. You want to feel them, but you want to process them.
Yeah.
You don't want them to fester and get stuck.
So we've talked about hypnotherapy, we've talked about EFT, but for those of us that are a little bit more analytical, a little bit more on the cognitive side of things, are there techniques that can help us from a more logical perspective?
Cognitive reframing.
Yeah. Okay. What is that?
Okay. So you identify the thoughts that are not serving you, the negative ones, and then you challenge them and you swap them out with something better.
So it's like we're becoming aware of the stories we're telling ourselves.
Yes. And then you rewrite the story. Yeah, because the stories we tell ourselves, that's what creates our reality.
It's powerful. So again, if we're telling ourselves negative stories, we're creating that self-fulfilling prophecy.
We are. But we can use it for good, you know?
Okay.
Like instead of saying, I'm not good with money, you could say, I'm learning to manage my money better every day.
Okay.
You know?
So it's about shifting from that place of lack and limitation to a place of possibility and abundance.
Yes, exactly.
This makes me think about how important it is to just become aware of our self-talk pattern.
Oh my God, it's huge. Because it's nonstop.
It is. It's like this constant chatter in our heads.
It is.
And so much of it can be negative.
Yeah, we have to be so mindful.
So if we want to attract abundance, we have to be more mindful of our thoughts.
Yeah.
And make that conscious choice to choose the ones that support our desires.
100%. You're in the driver's seat of your mind.
So what are some practical tips for cognitive reframing? How do we actually challenge and reframe those negative thoughts?
Okay. So first, you have to become aware of them.
Okay.
Just start paying attention. What are the stories you're telling yourself?
Yeah.
About money, about abundance,
right.
You know, what are the beliefs?
So we're bringing those unconscious patterns to the light of our conscious awareness.
Yes.
Okay. And once we become aware of them, how do we challenge them?
You literally just ask yourself, is this true? Oh. Like, do I have any evidence to support this thought?
It's like putting them on trial.
Yeah. And often when you really look at them, you're like, oh, that's just a story I've been telling myself.
Yeah.
It's not even true.
Based on fear.
Yeah.
based on past experiences that are no longer relevant.
Totally.
So once we challenge them, how do we reframe them?
Okay. So for example, let's say you have a thought like, I'll never be able to afford my dream home. You can swap that out and say, I'm attracting more and more abundance into my life every day, and I'm open to receiving my dream home in perfect timing.
So we're shifting from that lack to possibility.
Possibility, yeah.
I like that. And the more you practice it, the easier it becomes.
It does. It gets easier. It becomes second nature.
This makes me think about, like, our thoughts are like seeds.
Yeah.
If we plant negative seeds, we're going to reap those negative fruits. But if we plant those positive seeds, we can harvest the abundance.
100%. You're the gardener of your mind.
I love that. So if you want to attract more abundance, explore cognitive reframing.
Yeah.
See what negative thoughts are there, challenge them, and reframe them.
Yeah. And be patient with yourself, you know?
It's a process.
It is.
Now, we've talked about a lot of different techniques, but I'm curious for you personally, what's one technique that you find most effective?
It's hard to pick just one, but if I had to choose, I would say meditation.
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 Now, I'll be honest. I struggle with meditation. It's hard for me to quiet my mind.
Oh, I get it. It's a practice.
It is.
It is. But you don't have to be a master to benefit.
Okay.
You know, just a few minutes a day can make a huge difference.
So what is it about meditation that's so powerful?
Okay, so it helps to calm your nervous system and reduce stress.
Okay.
And when we're stressed, we go into that fight or flight mode.
Right, like our body's too busy trying to survive.
Exactly. But when you meditate, it's that rest and digest response. So your body can relax and repair and recharge.
And then our minds are more open.
Way more open, more receptive to those downloads.
To inspiration.
Yeah.
Creativity.
Yeah.
Abundance.
Yeah. And meditation also helps you become more aware of your thoughts and feelings. You're not trying to stop thinking, you're just observing.
Yeah. Without judgment.
Without judgment. And then as you become more aware, you can start to choose the thoughts that are serving you.
So another way of working with that subconscious.
Yeah. And the more you meditate,
yeah,
the easier it is to access that peace.
That connection with our higher self.
Yeah, your higher self is connected to the source.
And that's where the abundance flows from. So if you want to attract more abundance, try incorporating meditation.
Yeah, even a few minutes a day. 5 minutes.
5 or 10 minutes.
10 minutes. There's so many different types of meditation. Guided meditations.
Right.
Meditation groups. You can even just sit in silence.
So just find what works for you.
Yeah.
And stick with it.
And don't get discouraged if your mind wanders.
Oh, yeah.
It happens. It's normal. Just gently bring your attention back.
Back to the breath.
Yeah.
Back to your breath.
Now, we've talked about a lot of different tools and techniques.
Yeah.
For attracting abundance. But what about those times when it feels like we've tried everything?
Yeah.
And we're just not seeing the results.
What advice would you give to those people that are feeling frustrated or discouraged?
Remember, it's a journey.
Yeah.
You know, there are going to be ups and downs.
Absolutely.
It's like learning to ride a bike. You're going to fall a couple of times.
So those moments of doubt, those moments of discouragement,
yeah,
they're not signs that we're doing something wrong.
Not at all. They're just like opportunities to learn.
I like that a lot.
Be gentle with ourselves. We are works in progress.
Yeah, 100%.
It's so easy to get discouraged when we don't see those results.
It is. But remember, you're not in control of the how. Your job is to focus on the what.
Okay.
What do you want? And then trust that the universe has got your back.
So surrender to the flow. Trust that everything's working out.
It is.
For our highest good.
It is. And that trust is everything.
Yeah.
Because when you try to control every detail, you block the flow.
Right. It's like that saying, let go and let God.
100%.
You know? And surrender doesn't mean you do nothing. It just means you take inspired action.
Okay.
When it feels good. And trust that the universe will bring you what you need.
So it's that balance.
Fitted balance.
Between action and surrender.
Uh-huh.
Now, we've talked a lot about like aligning our energy, working with our subconscious.
Yeah.
But what about the practical aspects of managing money?
Yeah.
Are there any tips or strategies that you recommend?
Okay, so first things first, track your expenses.
Track my expenses, okay.
Might not be the sexiest thing, but it's so important.
So important, though.
Because it brings awareness to your spending habits. Yeah. You can see where you're leaking money, you know.
Shining a light on those blind spots so we can make more informed decisions.
Yeah. 100%. It's about being conscious of where your money's going and making sure it's in alignment with your values and your goals.
It makes me think about how much we just spend money mindlessly.
Oh, yeah. On autopilot.
Yeah, without even thinking if it's actually bringing us joy.
Right. Or moving you toward your goals.
So track those expenses.
Yeah. Do it for a month. See what you notice.
Now, once we have a better understanding of our spending, how can we start to save more money and create a stronger financial foundation?
Automate it.
Automate it.
Automate your savings.
Okay.
So set up, automatic transfer.
Uh-huh.
Percentage of your paycheck goes into a savings account.
So it's done for me.
Yeah, you don't even have to think about it.
I like that. It takes the decision-making out of the equation.
It does, yeah.
So we're consistently saving.
Even if it's a small amount.
Even if it's small.
Yeah.
And over time, those small amounts can really add up.
It's the power of compound interest, baby.
Compound interest.
Yeah.
It's magical.
It is.
This makes me think about how we underestimate the power of those small, consistent actions.
Yeah. Slow and steady wins the race.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
Exactly.
Now, for those of us out there that maybe feel like we're living paycheck to paycheck,
yeah,
and we don't have any extra money to save,
yeah,
what advice would you give?
Increase your income.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be massive. It could be, a little side hustle.
Like a side hustle.
Yeah.
Asking for a raise?
Ask for a raise.
Maybe selling some stuff that we don't need anymore?
Yeah, be creative. So many opportunities out there.
It's that abundance mindset.
Yes.
Even if it doesn't feel abundant right now.
100%. You got to shift that mindset.
So you have the power to change your situation. It might require some work, some creativity, some effort.
It might.
But it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
And on that note, I think that's a great place for us to wrap up our deep dive into overcoming those doubts and negative thoughts when it comes to manifesting money.
It's been a pleasure.
It really has. We've covered so much today. We talked about divided energy, challenging limiting beliefs. We explored practical tools like journaling, visualization, affirmations. We even touched on feng shui.
Yeah, we went deep.
We did. We also talked about how important it is to take care of ourselves, physically, emotionally, surround ourselves with those supportive, inspiring people. And most importantly, we emphasize the power of trust.
Yes.
And surrender.
Let go.
Let go. Knowing that the universe has our back. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to like, subscribe, share it with your friends, leave a comment below.
Yeah, tell us your takeaways.
We love hearing from you. And we're so excited to continue this journey with you next time as we explore even more strategies for attracting abundance.
More to come.
Until then, remember, you are powerful creators.
You are.
The universe is on your side.
Always.